I'm going to pull out from the drawer down below. And I'm going to pull out any non-drugstore palettes that we need to talk about real fast. One thing that's in here, this was given to me by one of my dear friends a while ago. This was the Sephora Pantone Universe palette. As you can see, it has gotten some real love. I thought it was a really interesting palette. I love that they had actual Pantone colors in there. I love that you really had, when you went all the way from cools to olives to browns to pinks and purples. It's a really pretty palette. I just haven't reached for it in a really long time. So I'm going to clean it up and see if a friend wants it, because I think the shadows are still good. And I think once I kind of clean up the plastic, it'll look a lot cleaner and nicer. And someone else may get a lot of love out of it. I certainly did enjoy this one quite a lot. Next up is a Violet Voss palette. It's the only one I own. It is the Laura Lee palette. I bought this because I thought that the colors were pretty unique. There's some interesting shades in here. This Smashly shade, which is like a duochrome sort of green shade. Really pretty. And then Yoshi, which is sort of a duochrome, sort of green to red shift there. I thought those were really interesting. The formula in this is just okay. The foils are okay if you use your finger. They're not, these shades are not great with a brush. I'm just gonna see if somebody else is more excited by this than I think I am now that I've played with it. So I'm gonna pass this one along. This is the Pure, what do they call this? Secret Crush, I think is what they called this. Doesn't say on the back. Palette. I bought this because I had watched a YouTuber I think I love talked about how much she loved these foils in the middle here. I think they're just average, to be totally honest. I actually struggled to build up pigmentation on them. I don't love this palette, to be totally honest. I'm gonna pass this one along. This I'm counting as a palette because it's enormous like a palette. It weighs like 1,000 bricks. This is my Adept Cosmetics case. It is a magnetic case. I'm gonna open it up here and hopefully it fits on the screen. So it is folds in half and it has this little sort of plastic screen that you can flip, pretty heavy duty plastic screen you can flip back and forth. And this is where I keep all of my single shadows. So I keep everything in this one palette. There we go. You can kind of see if I bend it here. So I have all my mattes on this side, all my shimmers on this side. This is a combination of high-end and drugstore. So I've got NYX and ColourPop in here, along with Makeup Geek, a couple of MAC, some Anastasia. I think there's a few Ofra ones in here as well. So happy to do a full sort of palette review on all of these shades if you guys are interested. It's certainly going nowhere. I've spent a long time curating this palette. Okay, last few high-end palettes I pulled from a couple places in my room. This was on my vanity because I've been playing around with it. This is a Blink Cosmetics for BoxyCharm. This is the Electric Eyes palette. We just got it in our last BoxyCharm. It is stunning. I love this. I am shocked at how good the pigmentation is on these. Once again, sign up for BoxyCharm. Like, seriously, I'm not getting anything, not getting paid to say that, but holy crap, I love BoxyCharm. So love this, hanging on to it. This is one we got from Naked Cosmetics, also from BoxyCharm. It had 3 shades in it. It's pretty, but they're not shades that I see myself reaching for a ton, and I also feel like I have duplicates in my collection, so I'm going to pass this along. And then this is the Beauty and the Beast palette. This is in my drawer. I've been playing around with it. This is her eyeshadow, their eyeshadow palette. I really love this. I love the packaging. I love the colors. I just really like this. Not just because I love Beauty and the Beast, but it is amazing. So hanging on to this. Okay, one remaining palette that I found in my, I have a little bin in my closet for new things that I haven't played with yet. So I forgot about this one. I thought it was all drugstore in there, and it turns out there's this in here. This is the Delectables eyeshadow palette in Smoky Neutrals. I bought this off of Hootlook. I thought the shades were really pretty. I thought it had a nice range of mattes and shimmers, which you don't often see in this baked format. And I wanted to try some of the Laura Geller baked eyeshadows anyway. I have never tried them before, so I am going to be hanging on to this one. Like I said, it is a new palette for me, and I want to, I don't know, give it some love. So I'm not sure if this is a color that you can still get anymore, to be honest. I think this may be a color that she is in the process of discontinuing, because I couldn't find this one on the Ulta website. I could just find this on her website, and then I found it on Hotlook. So, but this one kind of appealed to me because I thought it had a nice range of neutrals as well as some deeper, smokier looks. So yeah, so hanging on to this guy. I did end up getting rid of a few more than I thought I was going to. So I ended up getting rid of 28% of my collection, so more than a quarter of it. So I'm feeling okay about that, especially considering eyeshadow palettes are my problem area. I got rid of 13 and kept 33, so feeling okay about that right now. I am going to break up into 2 more videos around eyeshadows. So here's my thoughts. Next we're going to do drugstore palettes. And then after that, we are going to do drugstore and high-end sort of duos, trios, quads, probably even quints. So pretty much anything 5 shadows or less together, both high-end and drugstore, because I don't have as many of those. So I do want to address what that collection looks like, but I don't necessarily consider those palettes. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit thumbs up if you like declutter series like this. Let me know what palettes are in your collection that you absolutely never see yourself getting rid of, or ones that you're kind of on the fence of. How do you feel about the ones I kept versus the ones that I decluttered? Would love to get your input down in the comments, and look forward to seeing you guys in my next declutter video. Bye now.